Hansma can be described as a horseman with an eye for a good horse and an emphasis on soundness. Born February 21, 1917, Hans grew up with an instinctive relationship with horses, stemming from his childhood in Friesland, Netherlands, the ancestral home of the Frisian horses. He nourished and nurtured that relationship throughout his life, ranching near Granum, Alberta, where in the late 1950s, he and wife Henny settled on 2,000 acres to raise 5 sons. Their boys inherited their parents' love of horses and showed American quarter horses in all-around competition. 3 of the boys, Dave, Taco, and Jerry, stayed home to run the family's large ranching and farming operation, Bar H5 Cutbank Farms in Granum. Jerry has won the major Canadian cutting horse events including CCHA Futurity and Derby, as well as the Canadian Supreme Futurity and Derby, while Paul and Winston relocated to Texas, where both have won the NCHA Futurity and Derby. Jerry, Paul, and Winston have all been inducted into the National Cutting Horse Association Hall of Fame. Hans was not a very wealthy man, but was a grassroots breeder who bred or raised his most prominent horses. Perhaps the most outstanding horse that the Hansmas bred and raised was Hickapoo, a Doc's Hickory mare, whom Paul in 1994 rode to win the NCHA Derby and be Horse of the Year, and then become the dam of Kapoo and Poosmal, both of whom are 6-figure earners in NCHA competition. Other prominent horses to come off his ranch are Crimson War, AQHA champion and world champion 3-year-old stallion, Super Holly, the first Australian Quarter Horse Association champion, and Future Frost, Canadian barrel racing futurity champion and multiple CFR and NFR qualifier. In 1963, Hans bought his first American quarter horse, Lucky 5, a silver wimpy stallion of King Ranch Foundation bloodlines. Since then, he owned or was in partnership on notable quarter horse stallions, Doc's Jack Frost, Zippo Doug 2, Super Holiday, Super Joe, Doc Sand Badger, Lightning War, Doc O'Dude, He's a Quincy Dan, and PEPS MR Doc. It's estimated that Hans, either individually or in partnership, has bred more than 2,000 quarter horses. Hans was a leader who laid the foundation for a young horse industry in his home province and expanded it internationally. Building from the ground up organizations such as the Quarter Horse Association of Alberta, the Junior Quarter Horse Association of Alberta, and the Alberta Quarter Horse Breeders Group. Hans was a founding director of the Alberta Reined Cow Horse Association and also a founding director of the Alberta Stakes and Futurities Association. The ASFA developed into the Canadian Supreme, which today is the largest Western performance event in Canada and has inducted Hans into the Canadian Supreme Hall of Fame. He promoted American quarter horses across the Atlantic, where he helped introduce them to major events such as Equitana and Eurocheval in Germany, Fiera Cavalli in Italy, and Salon de Cheval in Paris. Hans always had a vision, says AQHA past president Johannes Orgeldinger. Really, he often worked behind the scenes and often sent his sons over to teach clinics. It's easy to say that without Hans, we would not have the European quarter horse family that we have now. Hans was the driving force to get things started in Europe. In 2002, Hans earned the Distinguished Service Award from the Horse Industry Association of Alberta. The Hansma recipe for success was a simple one. Combine ample amounts of family values, the quarter horse, a strong work ethic, honesty and integrity, and an unselfish passion for continual improvement and development, proclaimed the Horse Industry Association. Learn from the best. Take the time and effort necessary to get it right. Willingly lend a helping hand. Respect tradition, but plan for a better future. Dare to defend what is right and to correct the course of wrong. Celebrate successes and victories, not only your own, but industry-wide. A simple recipe, a remarkable legacy of vision, dedication, and achievement. Hans died June 2, 1996, but his legacy flourishes. Please help welcome the late Hans Hansma, a man who was a true visionary, always living for the future and advancing the equine industry into the industry it is today, into the American Quarter Horse Hall of Fame.